What's going on, guys? A little update here on a tough little level that we've been kind of rejecting all day today. Broke above it a couple of times. The area I'm looking at is 19,100s. Now, if we go back to yesterday's price action, we had a big drop right into our demand zone, kind of bounced out of that, and then towards power hour we had a nice run followed by a sell-off into the close. What I'm looking at here is the 12 p.m. 12 between 12 p.m., 12:15, 12:30 Pacific Standard Time. This lower high that was put in here, followed by the bounce or by the decline back into our demand zone. This area, if we kind of scroll to the right, look at today's price action. First 15-minute candle kind of just came shy. Second and third 15-minute candles spiked above it, and then this right here was really an indicator for me to get short after the top of the hour. So a lot of people I know, that like to trade the 30-minute opening range, there was a quick scalp, but you had to be very, very careful because you were going long right into an area of supply going back to yesterday and even before that. So again, if you did not take a quick scalp through the 30-minute opening range, the better trade to have looked for was right here on this inverse hammer candle. Okay, so if you look at this inverse hammer candle that swept this 12 p.m. high from yesterday, getting short through the loss of that inverse hammer candle was the move back into your resistance that you had in the overnight session from yesterday, right? So if you kind of look at this zone here, this area has kind of been playing suit. Again, where I got this area from was the gap up, right? Look at those lows we held once, we bounced, right? We held it, back tested it, and then we kind of grinded up all night. And then before we finally lost that area here, this area has been tricky all day. So we're in a very, very tight range here on the NASDAQ between 18,945 and let's call it 19,100. I mean, we've traded a little bit outside of that range today, but for the most part, this is nothing more than a channel day, just a big inside bar day, big inside range day. Not a whole lot you can do in these type of situations other than, for one, sit on your hands. For two, maybe try to scalp trade where you're kind of shorting the top of that range. You're looking to go long at the bottom of that range. Eventually, you're going to run into a trade where you're just going to be wrong, meaning that you're getting short at supply and then it ends up breaking through. Nothing you can really do about it. That's going to come along with the game when you are trying to range trade like this. So realistically, what I would be focused on and waiting for is a break over 19,100. I want to see a definitive 1530, even 60-minute channel close over that range, and then I want to see that back tested. So if we were to break 19,100, maybe come up into 150, back test it, hold, and then push. So ultimately what you're looking for is a break, a retest, and then a go. Again, we still have so much supply up here, 19,200. You have a 20, your daily 20. That's also going to act as an area of resistance there. Again, truthfully speaking, we're going to need to get over that daily 20 before this market's going to really expand. With the short trading week this week, I don't really think that the market truly expands to the upside. I could be proven wrong, but it is going to be a long holiday weekend this week. So to the downside, 18,945. That's the area we're looking at. If you get any candle close, 15, 30 or 60-minute channel close below 18,945, I would look for the immediate pop back up, look for the rejection, and then short it back down into the 720 demand zone. Again, that area has played part here, it's played part here, it's played part here, and it also acted as some heavy consolidation here. So for the past 3 days, this between 720 and 800 has definitely been an area where buyers are stepping up to the plate. Again, if we do lose 720s, we want to short that back down to the channel of 18,300, but we'll get to that situation when it happens. Again, I don't really see that happening today. Of course, could it happen a little bit later this week, maybe Thursday? There's potential for that. But again, this is getting very, very tight here. I am going to expect at least a breakout to the top side or to the downside probably today, where maybe we do close just a little bit outside this range, which potentially could set up a nice opportunity for a long tomorrow through the daily 20 through that 19,150 area. So again, that might be something that we need to watch for tomorrow. But again, right now, kind of just chart watching, not really much that I want to get involved in. I definitely want to stay out of trades that are inside this range. truthfully speaking, I want to get outside of the ranges, and then I want to start trading that continuation. So until we do that, I'm going to just sit on my hands, but I wanted to bring it to, bring it to the surface that this area here has been acting as an area of resistance, and this is definitely an area that we need to focus on, because if we do get above this area, maybe potentially we're going to be looking to go long now, and if we do lose the bottom of the range, we could potentially go looking to go short. So with that being said, just a little midday update here. It is April the 15th at 9:45 Pacific Standard Time. If you guys want to join Evolution Traders, get these live updates in real time, make sure to join the link down in the description box below. I am offering a 30-day mentorship where you can live screen share with me. You can get on a voice call. You guys can definitely ask questions in real time. We trade in real time, do all of that stuff. Get access to my course and the overall community as well for 30 days. Again, no obligation there to stick around after the 30 days. If it's for you, you can stick around. If it's not, you don't have to. Hopefully you take something away from that. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, guys, Apex is back on with the 80% off sale. You can definitely use my discount code DAnthony. It's at the top of the screen for the spelling. You can definitely use that and get 80% off on those evaluations. So make sure you guys load up and you guys are ready to trade. I will see all of you guys in the next video.